Today we're making some custom venues and getaways, and thank you to the EA Creator Network for making this video happen. I think my apartment is haunted. What happened? But yes, today we're gonna make some custom venues, getaways, and competition shows. And you know, since the Adventure Wait expansion pack revolves around children and the different life stages, I'm gonna try to make some builds and some storylines revolving around those ages. So today we're gonna make 3 builds, and to decide our life stages, we are of course gonna spin a wheel because I love my wheels. My good old spin wheel over here. And we're also gonna have a spin wheel to decide if the getaway is just gonna be a normal getaway or a competition show getaway. Alright, that is what we're gonna do today. So without further ado, let's just crack on with the first build. And what is the age group for this build gonna be? We're gonna spin for that, and we shall find out. Spin me, child. And we got a child. Okay. Alright, it's gonna be a child. Let's also spin if it's gonna be a getaway or a competition. Hopefully not a competition. I mean, maybe for a kid, a little bit of competition could be good. And we got competition. Right, a child competition. Now Nora gotta do some thinking. Alright, so with the getaways and adventure waits, it's more than just like a vacation. You can create so many opportunities. You can create so many different things. You can create custom lots. I mean, it can be a whatever it can be anything. What am I gonna do with the sandbox of opportunities? Interesting. Okay, well, first of all, I'm in the good old world of Gibbi Point, and the first thing we gotta do is go from the lounge and into the custom venue. So now this venue can be whatever we want it to be. Like, we are no longer shackled to these options over here. No. It can be whatever we want it to be. I'm sorry for being aggressive. We just had a storm and we lost power, and Nora was sitting in the dark all alone. Okay, I have lost me marbles. Anyways, for those of you who might be confused, this is the schedule of the custom venue. So we can either go with any of the presets or we can create our own, which we are gonna do. So for this custom preset, what am I gonna call it? I'm gonna call it Kip's Kid Competition with a K. Kip, he had a rough childhood and he thought, I'm gonna make a kid competition. What? Okay. With the scheduler, you have a lot of customization you can do. You can do as much as you want, or as little as you want. And over here, we have our roles, and you can either go into the role library if you don't feel like doing all the hard work. But today, we are going to do the hard work, and we are going to make some custom roles. So who are we going to create first? I mean, maybe the kid competitioners? Kid competitor with a K. And how many sims are we going to have for that? Maybe 6? Seems like a good number. All right, so here's the role criteria, and we can choose the criteria for who these people are going to be. And first of all, we're going to choose the age. So a child only. Do we want any more criteria? Or maybe for the skill level, all of these kids in this competition has to have at least level 2 of creativity and all of the other child skills. How about that? If I can find them all. All right, I got them all. And now for the activities that these kid competitors are gonna do. What are they gonna do? Oh, they are gonna build some child skills because they're gonna be the best kid around. I have too much power with this. I should not be allowed to have this much creative freedom. The possibilities are endless. But we're gonna build some child skills, and they're also gonna play with some toys because we're not all about the work. But we're gonna do some homework though that they are gonna do. Boom. Who else are we gonna have up now? Oh, we're gonna have the kid counselor with a K, and that is gonna be Kip himself. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna clean, maybe fix some items, and then I think stay near household sims. No, he doesn't have a household. But we're gonna care and mentor for children though. That we are gonna do. You gotta take care of them children. And then we also do need some type of chef that are gonna feed these children. So who's that gonna be? That's gonna be the cafeteria kin. I know that makes no sense, but I needed a word that began with K, alright? I needed it. So, the cafeteria kin, they are gonna serve some meals, of course. And I'm also gonna give them an outfit. And you, my friend, you're gonna get the chef outfit from the diner pack. Yes, with a chef hat. Ah, beautiful. Well, okay, we have now created our roles, and now it's time to make the schedule. So at 6 a.m., I mean, obviously at 6 a.m., we gotta have some breakfast for our poor old kids. And then under here, we can add roles. So we're gonna add the kid counselor. And the kid counselor, he's gonna do his thing. And also the cafeteria kin, they are gonna serve that food. Boom, new time slot. What are we gonna do at 9 a.m.? We are gonna build some child skills. And then at 12 p.m., we're gonna have some lunch. And at 3 p.m., yet again, we're gonna build some child skills. And we're also gonna do homework. Alright, 6 p.m., we're gonna have dinner. A good old din then. And at 9 p.m., we're gonna go to sleep. Oh yes, my good old friends, gonna sleep early. If you don't sleep, Kip will come and haunt your dreams. In the right row, we have made a schedule, offing it up. And to make this into a competition, that's what we do afterwards when we plan the getaway. I'm gonna show you that, and I'm also going to do some gameplay. Yes, we're gonna do some gameplay today. You wouldn't have guessed that, but we are. So right, let's just start with this build. And what are we gonna do? I mean, I think I'm gonna take some inspiration from the build that was here before, this lovely build, and also some inspiration from the builds around it, because it got that nice old funky style to it. Those roofs. All right, it's a teeny tiny lot, but we shall survive. We always survive, people. So I think what we're first gonna do is make this sort of box. Yes, just sort of like so. It's a beautiful box. And then for the wallpaper, we are gonna go in this beautiful old woodsy style. Oh, and then for the doors and windows, we got some cap doors, and I think I'm gonna use this one actually in green. That's a lovely old color. And then also the windows that matches. Hey, that is a plan for us. And what about the roof, by the way? I'm always nervous about the roof, people. Well, we're at least gonna start off with this. And for the roof pattern, gonna go with the tin. Put it on green. Ooh, I'm liking that. And then I do want the roof to wrap around in sort of that kind of style. And I'm not used to that at all. So what if we start off with this? Flap it around, and then just wrap it around some places. Sort of like that. How is that gonna look? I mean, you know what? Looks kind of weird, but I'm kind of liking it. This is Kip's place. And with Kip, I do not want those columns. I'm gonna have these columns. What was I saying about Kip? I can't remember. I was in the column distress, but here we are. And now for the more details for this house. Ooh, right here, we are gonna have some bedrooms. And I do believe it would make sense to have a bathroom in the middle. And that's gonna cause some problems. But the window. What if we get rid of you and put in something else in there? Oh, what about the sign? Well, that is out of the way. But you know what? We could easily fix that with tool mod. Yes, I have me toolbar back. And we're gonna skedaddle you over here. And it's gonna be like that. I think that is very beautiful for us. And then we're of course gonna have a flag on the roof for Kip only. Boom, bam, bam. That was the exterior for Kip's place. And now we just gotta do the inside. We got to. But for the inside of this place, we need some sort of reception area. Maybe some bathrooms over here if we can squeeze them in. And then we can have the dining room and kitchen over here. And maybe like a working space over here where they can do their homework. They need to do their homework or they're gonna get kicked out of this competition. And then over here, we are gonna have some bedrooms and the bathroom in the middle on each side. And that room, that can be some sort of a working room again. You know? Yeah, maybe that is a plan. And we're of course gonna start with the reception right here, because that's what I like to do. For the reception, we need some reception counters. So in you pop, all of you. Then we can have this chair over there. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I did. Oh, then we can have this creepy old imaginary friend on the desk. Yes. And then in the back here, we're gonna have some file cabinets. Now these are from Get to Work. Actually, we're gonna plop them in there. Now who's gonna be sitting at the reception counter actually? Is it gonna be Kip? Kip himself? Is he really the guy to do that? Maybe he is. Because Kip, you know, he was not a wonderful child, so he's making up for it now. But okay, anyways, in that corner, we need some sitting chairs. They gotta be friendly, childlike. So what about some bear chairs? How about that? What if we have a panda bear, a brown bear, and a polar bear? We them bears. Yes. Has anybody watched that show, by the way? I'm just wondering. But over here, we're also gonna have a little speaker. With maybe this on the wall. Ooh, watch out, children. But okay. And we need some trash bins in the bathrooms too. We always need a trash bin in a trash room. Bathroom. Oh my god, I'm giving up on that. We are moving on. It's the reception area, the bathroom, so sitting corner, and the reception desk where Kip may be sitting, or maybe not. But let's move on to the dining area. And for the dining area, we of course need a kitchen. So our cafeteria can cook away. And we're also gonna have a smoothie machine. It's the children that need the smoothies. Oh, and this toast tea kettle. Yeah, that we can have right there. Boom. And look at this, people. One counter free because I'm actually gonna be playing in this house. So I gotta make it functional. For once in my life, I gotta make it functional. And then right over here, we need a big old table. Or are we gonna have small tables? No, I think that the children, they want a big old table. Gonna plop that in. Boom. With also lots of chairs. And I'm gonna stack some rugs actually. That was not good by Nora. Look away, people. And then we can have a bookshelf over here. It's the kids. They gotta read. They absolutely got to. What am I saying anymore? Don't know. But it's the kitchen and dining. We can fill lots of children up here. Cafeteria can cook away. I think we got all we need right there. And let's move on to this little room. And for this little room, that is where the children are gonna do their homework. And if they don't do their homework, Kip is gonna kick them out of the competition. So you can have two right there, and two here, and two there. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of twos and theirs. And now, I think okay, I had a little idea, and some of you are not gonna like this idea. Okay, you're gonna think that this is ugly fugly. But since this is a kid competition camp, you know, this place is all about the growth of the children, the growth of their mind, and what is more helpful for children than colors? So what if we have a yellow corner with a yellow rug and some kind of ish matching wallpaper, and then this is going to be the blue corner with that funky yellow rug. Oh yes. And then right here we can have the pink corner with oh, I love that wallpaper. Beautiful corner. And then what is our last corner going to be? The purple corner. Yeah, maybe we can go for purple. And these are gonna be the corners, our colored corners. I mean, it's kind of borderline ugly, but it is for the children. It is for their mental growth. It's good for them. Look at this place. Okay, it's kind of cute. I like it with the stained glass and everything. And look, the same thing happened here as it happened in my school build. When I built that gourmet cooking class, we had one wall left, and I have just learned to deal with it. And by dealing with it, I mean to ignore it. So here's the homework room, and now we're gonna move up to the second floor. And what are we gonna start with? Oh, I think the bedrooms. And for the bedrooms, we are of course gonna have those bunk beds. I mean, hello, the steel bunk beds. And can we squeeze in 2 of them? I mean, yeah, we can. And I think we can squeeze one in here too, because the door is that. Yeah, and then the same on that side. Sure, we can do that. Oh, and for all of the bedrooms, you are gonna get the nighttime lamps that scares the monsters away. Because I can niche deal with any night tremors, okay? No. Then I think we can have this over there, the mirror, and a little biscuit. Maybe have this on the wall. I don't know if that's gonna disturb the patterning of the Sims, but we shall see. And then for this bedroom, we are gonna go with the blue vibes. And I think you are gonna get some wallpaper. And then you can also get Blarfy in here with maybe a dresser. Sure. I think, yeah, we could have something there, but I'm afraid that's gonna ruin the patterning, but we shall see. And then I'm just gonna do the same on this side. Just sort of like so. All of the bedrooms are up. And my neighbor, I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know what my neighbor is doing, but he's doing something. He's moving some heavy furniture around. I don't know. But if you can hear that, I'm sorry. And there's nothing I can do about that. And the toilet paper is gonna be on the wall. Boom. Hope that doesn't ruin anything. I don't think so. But we may also never know. Alright, all of the bedrooms and bathrooms are up. And where the counselors and stuff are gonna sleep, they just gotta choose a bedroom. I mean, come on. You can just do that. You're not gonna get a special room. No. Let's move on to the hallway. And what are we gonna have out here? We could have a dollhouse. And now I'm out of ideas. But yeah, we could have like a little play section over here with also some child violins. And right here, we're gonna put up some caterpillar incubators so the children can grow their caterpillars if they would want to. I mean, yeah. And then over here, what can we have over there? We could have a fireplace. I mean, that is kind of common in Norwegian homes, at least. I know that this build is not Norway adjacent, but I'm just saying it's a thing. Oh, and right. We got a problem on our hands. Now, normally, I would use this little fence right here just to fence this in. But if I do that, the roof is gonna come through. So what can I do instead? I mean, we can use these ones from Get Together. It's a little transition. Okay, we can do that. Happy about that? Not really, but we are gonna do that. And on this wall, we are gonna have a butterfly wall. And these butterflies you make with a paper crafting kit, or you can also find them in the debug section. And then you have some nice decoration on your wall. The end. But alright, that was our beautiful hallway. Got lots of cute activities in here. I think this would make Kip happy. I'm kind of sure about Kip. But anyways, let's move on to the last room. Right here, that was gonna be something. The something room. I mean, we could, what can we do for the children? The children? The Adventure Await expansion pack. They have a lot of stuff for children. I mean, come on. But they are more outside adjacent. What can we do for the inside? For the inside kids? As I was. I still am. Ooh, we can put up these activity tables and also the science kits. We can make that into 2 little rooms so they can have their own little section. Okay, we're gonna do that. So let's start with the crafting corner first. And we can squeeze in 3 of those. I don't know what we're gonna have on the other side, but something. And then I think I'm gonna change out the wallpaper in here. So I'm gonna make them into 2 distinct boxes. Sort of like so. And then on the wall here, we're gonna put up some shelves. And then where am I going? I'm going into debug. We are gonna put up those paper cards that you can make for the paper crafting kit. That's what I'm gonna put up. And then I think on the other side, what if we have some more paper crafting kits? And for that, we need some counter islands. Put on the paper crafting. Bam, bam, bam. And then of course on the wall, we are gonna put up those derpy animals. That again, you can make with the paper crafting kit. And ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh, this is so cute. Actually adorable. I like it. Look at this. All right, let's move over to the science corner. And what are we gonna do for the wallpaper I'm floating in here? That'd be kind of sciencey, so maybe that floating. And then just some good old canvas walls, because why not? Sure. That we can have in there. Oh, with this one. From the Get to Work pack. I mean, that's a real science layer to me. And you're also indeed gonna get some blue string lights. That tied the whole room together, didn't it? And again, what are we gonna do with this gap over here? I don't really want to use a stone, but maybe we can use these carpets from Get Together. Will that work? Oh, you know what? I think that could work. I'm gonna do that. that. Hold on, wait a minute. I think that really worked. It doesn't look that bad. It honestly doesn't. You're not allowed to say anything else. And oh my gosh, of course, you gotta put these creepy paper mache animals on the wall. The walls? Or just the wall? Who knows? Anyways, here is our activity rooms. We get the creative corner and the science corner. And then just a chillaxing area, I don't know. Beautiful. Okay, so that was all the rooms for the Kids Kid competition. The second floor and the first floor. But we still have the landscaping to do. What are we gonna do with that? I think maybe I want to turn this into stone because we're in a stony area. That could be good for that. Maybe this one, number 2. That is kind of similar, isn't it? I'm gonna have that. Oh, and then by the side here, we are gonna have the saddest playground ever. Because you know, Kip, he didn't have enough budget for the outside, right? But we shall survive. The children shall survive. And then by the entrance, we can have some ottomans for the people to sit. Also a sign and a bike. Somebody forgot their bike. It was grim. I mean, come on. We all know that I was grim. Oh, and then over here, we can have a table with a teeny tiny little fan. And by the way, my mom had a teeny tiny fan like that, and I think that is the funniest thing ever, because what is she doing with that fan? It does nothing. But alright, we're also gonna have some trash bins over here. That is el importante. Oh, and then you know what? Some plants. We need some good old planting for this place. Whoa! And you know what? I'm kind of excited about the custom venues because as a builder, you just have so much creative freedom with what type of lots you're gonna make. Because before you were kind of confined by the preset lots that we already have. But if you were gonna make something unique that had a very specific storyline, then you just had to choose generic, and that's not fun. No, when I put my builds in the gallery, I want people to know what this lot is all about, and also what people are going to be doing here or not doing here. But I digress. Here is our beautiful Kids Kid competition, all done and up. I have the outside with the flowers and everything. And what happened to my columns? Undo. There it is, the build. Wow. That's some cute old planting. Got a little telescope if you want to do that. Boom, boom. And now we are going to plan this getaway, this competition getaway. We're going to do a little bit of gameplay and let the chaos unfold.
Just gonna make myself some coffee. Hold on.
In the retro, let's start this gameplay for our kid competition. And first of all, we are going to plan a getaway. This is how you do it, kids. And we're gonna click on the custom venue, Kids Kid competition. How many nights are we gonna stay for? 2 nights? Seems about right. And let's see, the kid competitioners, that's gonna be me. And I am apparently Dougie Petty. We can have Buddy Scoop. And we can have Orange Bailey Moon, Olive Tinka. We can also have Jaden Price, Eric Luden, Amy Prescott. Sure, that is the gang-a-lang. And for the kid counselor, we are gonna have Kip Keeps. That's his name. And also, oh, we can have Don Lothario. Well, you are the kid counselor too. Good. We have the kid counselor. What about the cafeteria, Ken? Who do we want there? Who would be good? Oh, Kim. We are gonna have you. Beautiful. And let's see. Right here, we can set the rules for this getaway. And you can also choose to not have any rules at all if you're just gonna do like a hotel or something. And if you see these ones with a little trophy on them, those are the rules that fits for the competition style. So for this one, child skill elimination, play hard to go home. Sims with the least progress or the lowest score in creativity, mental, motor, or social skill will be eliminated. And that is the one we are gonna do. So choose the kid competitors. Good. And should we have on the House of Grudges with the kid counselors and the cafeteria kin? You know, just to have a little bit of a personal storyline with this. Gonna have some House of Grudges between those two. Right. Getaway starting now? Yes, it is. And I started this at nighttime. That is probably not good, but
We shall see.
Oh, and here we all are. Kip is here. Don Lothario's here. It's beautiful. All right, Perry, it's time to sleep. And everybody slept peacefully that night, except for these people. Oh my gosh.
It's breakfast time.
Everybody,
Eat your breakfast.
oh, and we're homesick already. Oh, well, being away from your mom, it can be hard. I know all about that. Okay, she's making the food in her little chef outfit. That is very good. We're waiting patiently. The kids are hungry. And she's walking away. Excuse me, lady, you walked away from the toast. Oh my gosh, Kip is doing it. All right. Oh, thank you for making some food. They're all making food, actually. They're all pitching in. Look at us, competitors. Better watch out, Mickey. Okay, we have eaten our breakfast. Oh, and the kids are playing up here. Oh, that is so cute. But it is soon time to do some child skills activities. So you know what? We're gonna get a head start on that. Likes blues music? Sure. You better draw good, Perry. His name is Dougie, but I'm calling him Perry. Oh, that is a beautiful rainbow. How are all the other kids doing? What are they? Oh, they're down here eating. Oh, and somebody's cleaning up. That is a very good child. And Don is still making the food. He's not doing a good job, but he's doing his best. Alright, it's 9 a.m. It's time to build some child skills. And we are already doing that. We made a beautiful painting. I'm gonna put it in here. We're gonna make some fall crafts. Woo! And we leveled up, people. We leveled the frick frag up. I am not gonna be eliminated. Hello, Kip. How you doing? Helping out? Oh my gosh, he's making a mess of the floor.
Do something, Don.
A sim has been eliminated. Who has been eliminated? Giddy and Harris didn't quite have the skills to continue this round. For those still in the running, the path to becoming the next prodigy is heating up fast. Ooh, Gideon. Sucks to be you. But we're just gonna keep on going, making that far lot. And I lost confidence. Oh, gee. And I got my payment for the getaway. Gee. Oh, and by the way, it is lunchtime. Yeah, so we can either eat some lunch. There is so much food here. Gee, you gotta stop. Stop making all that food. Oh my gosh, look at this mess. Oh no. Well, all right. Well, since we're not really that hungry, we can just do some homework. That's a part of our task. And somebody gotta do something there. I mean, come on. Stop making all that food. Oh, Frida Perry. I had a dream about you last night. You were being followed by Grim. Mom, not now. I am scared. But no, I do not want to be chased by death. No thanks. I'm gonna do my homework. And we're tense from danger. Good. Always wonderful to have your mother call you about the Grim Reaper. How are the others doing? They're playing with the toys. There is so much food here. But all right. You gotta stop making that food. Come, hello. There is so much food here. All right, well, let's just grab a serving. You gotta stop making that food now. Everybody's making food. We have enough food, people. We have enough food. Oh, it's 10 p.m., people. You better get inside. We gotta sleep. Y'all got to sleep. Perry, go on sleep. Good. All of the kids are in bed. What a beautiful night. Oh, and Kip is sitting out here all alone with his stinky plate of food. Oh, wakey. It's the next day. It is time for breakfast. I hope you're hungry, people. We have lots of food. Oh, maybe I should modify this, actually, because they're making too much food. Okay, so 6 a.m. Cafeteria Kin, you can make the food. K Council, you're not gonna make any food. 9 a.m. Cafeteria Kin, you're not gonna make food at 9 a.m. 4 p.m. You're not gonna make any food, but you can eat if you want to, and also sleep a little bit if you would need that, you know. And 10 p.m. we are all sleeping, and you can also eat if you want to. There you go. Yeah, I fixed it a little bit now. Good. Hopefully they will stop making so much food, you know. I think that was a me problem. I'm so sorry. But you know, I think we're gonna experiment a little bit to get ahead of them all. When the others eat with breakfast, we are keeping on. We are not gonna be eliminated. Oh no. We are new. Not today, Perry, not ever. Oh, and look at this. Just cleaning up. I fixed the problem. Oh, she put it down there. You did a half good job. No, she's continuing. Okay. And the kids are helping. Good. You know what? Let's craft some paper mache. We're gonna make a funky animal. Oh, a sim has been eliminated. Who's been eliminated now? Lerato Sarpong. You were not good enough. Oh, no. We are the child star. We can beat them all. Kip. Okay, so Kip destroyed the house and then he fixed it again. I don't know what Kip is doing. And we got a present. What did you get? We got strawberry jam. All right. And this was the animal that we made. Isn't that beautiful, people? It is amazing. And no words. Look at them. They're all dancing out here. Good old times with the teeny tiny fan. Oh, and look at that. They cleaned up. The whole place. Oh, I'm so proud of them. This is going smoothly. Well, all right. That was our getaway. I'm going to rate that a 10 out of 10. I fixed my own problems. I did great. I did not get eliminated. What a time that was. And now we're going to move on to the next build. And the right row. On to our next getaway custom venue build. We're going to spin for that. Was that creepy? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, spin away. An elder. Oh my gosh. I don't often make builds for elders. So I think this was perfect. Okay, for elders. And now, is this going to be a competition or a normal getaway? We shall find out. Spin it. Ooh. Normal getaway. All right. Good. What type of experience are we gonna give these old folks? Oh, okay, you know what I want to do? I want to build a retirement home. I know that's not very creative, but I feel like doing that today. I've never ever built that before. And we're gonna build it right here. Yet again, in Gibbi Point. And look at that. Our child center is over there. All right, let's crack on and make this a custom venue. And into our schedule there we go. And actually, in the schedule preset, there is already a senior living community. So we're just gonna do that as a base, but we are of course not gonna call it the senior living community. We are gonna call it retirement home. No, Randolph's retirement home with an F. Oh yes, Randolph, the pillar of this community. Well, okay, let's fix up these roles. So the senior, the only criteria they need is to be an elder. With the activities, they can be friendly with each other because sometimes at senior homes there can be a lot of cat fights. I have heard there's a lot of drama happening around there. I have some friends that works at the local retirement home here, and there's a lot of drama going around. And I think for the staff, I'm gonna call that housekeeper. Let's see, staff, we're not gonna have a teen as a housekeeper and not an elder either, because I'm gonna be so sad, if I see an elder person washing the toilets. And also, I'm afraid that they're gonna die instantly. Not because they're washing the toilets, but because it's The Sims. And then, all right, let's look at our schedule. 5 a.m. have breakfast. Okay, and the visitors are not gonna get any breakfast. 8 a.m. workout. No, not at Randolph's place. At 8 a.m. we're not gonna work out, but we are gonna do some arts and music. And at 11 a.m. we're gonna play some table games. Oh yeah, we can do that. And then at 4 p.m. have dinner. That's fine for me. 7 p.m. free time. That's also fine by me. 10 p.m. sleep. Sounds like a good plan. Oh, and then actually for the entertainer, I'm gonna make them a custom outfit. They're gonna get this outfit with also the bunny slippers.
The old people, they need to be entertained.
And then for the feminine, oh, what are they gonna get? They are not here just to entertain, but they're also here to shock. That is a beautiful outfit, isn't it? Oh, and those outfits, they were from Love Struck, by the way. And then for the housekeeper, you can just get this good old outfit from Dine Out. Maybe you want a hat or something. The space buns. Oh, yes, I made my choice. And I'm gonna do the same for the male version as well. Ah, beautiful, immaculate. Oh, and then the chefs, they also need their outfits. There shall go. Dine Out. That's apparently all I had to say. Alright, a beautiful schedule. And now we got to make this Randolph's retirement home. What are we gonna do? I think for this retirement home, I want it to be a little bit more regal. Not in a regal way, but you shall see, because I can't remember what it's called. But it's gonna be just like so. That was the type of style that I meant, and I made it. And you know what we're gonna do now? You know what we need for this retirement home? We need a good old fence. We cannot let the old people escape. And I'm not kidding when I say this. They might escape, and that's gonna be your problem. And my problem too. Boom. I mean, kind of a cute little build this is. Got some vines, got a little front porch, and the back porch. Oh la la. Your people gonna have a blast. Alright, well let's move on inside. And as you can see, I've already done the layout because I was so confused on what to do. And I was getting kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I needed to think. And then I thought about it and she did the layout. So for this layout, we got a reception area over here with a big old hallway, some bathrooms. And then I planted in a kitchen dining moment over here. And then we got a library. And then an arts and crafts corner. And a lounging room. And then on the top floor, we got a big old hallway with lots and lots of bedrooms. So we got a big old bedroom over here, big old bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and same over here. And then right here, that is the bedroom for the workers, for the staff. And this room, I have no idea what room that's gonna be, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be lovely and we're gonna have an enjoyable time. Good. What room are we going to begin with? Maybe the lounging room? How about that? That's fun, isn't it? So for that, we need some couches with a coffee table in the middle. And then on the coffee table, you know, we can have some flowers. But we're also going to have the nostalgic entertainment system, the gaming system, because they need some entertainment. Right, they do. And then, of course, with that, we need a TV so they can play their games. So how about we plop this TV on the fireplace? Maybe not the safest place, but that's where we're going to have it. And then on the wall, we're going to have some pictures of the people that they lost. Oh, that was kind of creepy. But we can also have some guitars and a violin if they want to do that. And then I think on this wall, we can have a shelf system. A shelf system. I mean, a shelf with some books and some memorabilia on there. I don't know. And then, of course, an incubator because they need a pet. All right, they do. And that was the sweet old lounging moment. Hey, hey, hey. And now, what are we going to move on to now? Maybe we can move on to the kitchen and dining area. Right, we're going to do that. And for this area, we do need some sort of kitchen situation. And we could go with the normal kitchen setup, but I do want to try this one, the Bon Appetit Cafeteria from Discovery University. But I have no idea if that is going to work. But we shall see and we shall try. And then for the tables, what are we going to do for the table setup? I mean, we can have 4 sort of like that. I think they want to have some separation, you know, and not just have one big old table because they want to make some clicks. Whoa. Apparently, I have some strange beef with retirement homes. I don't know why. It's probably because I've heard so many stories from the retirement home from my friends who work there. I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening in there. But alright, we are also gonna have some trash bins, so I'm gonna plop them down there with also a good old sign to tell the people this is where the trash is. Bum, bum. Alright, well, let's move on from this room and maybe to the arts and crafts room. I like the sound of that idea. And for the arts and crafts room, we of course need a grand piano. Then we shall have a sitting corner so they can listen to the piano music. And then we need a painting corner. And this is what they're painting, a beautiful statue. Oh, this is kind of a cute corner actually. I'm liking it. And then what else can we have? What do we need? We need a games table. That's what we need. We got game table. You got games on your phone? No, I got them on the table. Right, so that was the arts and crafts room. Lots of entertainment in here. And now over to the library section. So we, of course, need to put up some bookshelves. And then, what would have been kind of cool if I could speak. But what would also be kind of cool is if we have some couches over here so they can have a little discussion corner. They do need some sort of support back there because that is not feng shui. So how about a half wall? Just to, you know, support the aura. What newt? Okay, and then in this corner, we of course need a good old desk moment. So all of the old people in this retirement home can fight about one computer. They're just gonna have one computer for this whole entire build. Oh, I'm ready for the fights. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. And what is more perfect for a retirement home than a gramophone? Nothing is. I'm gonna plop that in. Oh, and maybe actually the freezer burning guitar. If they want some extra entertainment, you know, you can go in here. Beautiful. That was the cute old library. We can either read, have a little discussion about the other people who's living here, or fight about the one singular computer in this entire build. Good old times. Let's move over to the reception corner, the reception area. What do we need for that? Oh, we need a reception desk with a very old telephone and also another computer that they can fight about. But I don't think that that is usable, so I guess they can't really fight about that. But reception corner. And then on the other side here, I think it would be good with a couch. So if you're picking your grandpa up from the retirement home, he can sit and wait here for you. All right, he got to sit. That's what he deserves. But all right, good. Reception area done and up. And now we have this big old hallway with the bathrooms left on this floor. And you know what the first thing I'm gonna do for this hallway? I am gonna put in a carpet flooring as a carpet runner around this whole room. And I know you're gonna think that this is so ugly, but at my local retirement home, we have this exact flooring and I want to commemorate it. Ta-ta! We're gonna pair that up with some more couches over here, and this is gonna be the telephone corner where the old people are just gonna sit and make a call to their beloved family or friends if they are still alive. But alright, right here I do kind of want a little movement, a little coffee moment maybe, so the coffee and the drinks are easily accessible, because when the entertainer comes, they gotta be alert. So I think we can have a toast tea kettle, and then that tea tray, and a cute old plant on both sides. Okay, a movement. And then we shall also have some chest tables, just in case they want to do that. And then for the bathrooms over here, hey, we gotta put in them sinks, and the toilets, and just a normal old bathroom knickety knacks. And what is my neighbor doing? I can hear clanking. You probably can't hear that, but I can. It's annoying me. Is he clanking at my door? I gotta go and check. Well, I have just absolutely no idea what he was doing, but the first floor is all done and up, and now we are gonna move to the second floor. And for the second floor, we need some bedrooms for the old folks. And I think for these bedrooms that are gonna be kind of the same, they are gonna have like their own little unique style and their own color. So for this room, that is gonna be more of the gray tone room maybe. Yeah, we can do that. So they're gonna have a beautiful bed. Oh, with this one maybe, the screen of secrets. Yes, they of course need a dresser situation with some beautiful dress and knickety knacks. Or in that corner, we can have a sitting moment with these gray old chairs and this table that is sized down. And I'm gonna try my best to put some books on that with my tool mod. And boom, shamala, I did. Well, all right, one room down, many more to go. And we are gonna pop onto this room. And what is the color of your room gonna be? Oh, we can go with like a dark theme. Yes. Oh, that's kind of cozy, but also kind of scary. And I think for this person, they are gonna love to paint. So we're gonna put in a canvas, easel. Oh, and then they're gonna sit right here in this chair and look outside, and they're gonna look at nothing. The trees, yeah. And then I think it would be kind of neat and nice to have a telephone so they can call the workers if he has some problems, you know. And they're gonna put in a dresser, the cute old heart, and he's also gonna have a bookcase in there. And shabalam. Bedroom number 2 complete. Wow. Oh, and now for the bathrooms. I think the bathrooms are gonna be mostly the same, because I think that would only make sense. So we are gonna have some shower tubs. They can choose what they want to do. I mean, it is kind of concerning that they have a tub like that, because I don't know if they can get in that, you know, but only time will tell. With these kind of questionable lights, that is something that would have in the bathroom. Yes, absolutely. 2 bathrooms down, got this whole row going, popping on. And now for this side right here. And you know what I'm gonna do for that side? I am just gonna copy the rooms over. And change the color a little bit. So just sort of like that. Got some woodsy tones in here. I did some few changes here and there, but I can't remember what I did. And then we have the light room in here. Light and bright. They all got a telephone. Oh, and also in the bathroom, I put up a telephone by the toilet and also in the shower.
Because what if something happens, you know? They gotta call them peeps.
That's what I did. The bedrooms. All right, and then for this room over here, that was gonna be the staff bedroom. And for the staff bedroom, gotta make it sad. All right, it's only right. And for our good old sad old bedroom, I'm gonna put in some wood paneling. That I am gonna plop in the steel bunk beds. Whoa! With a fan because it gets musty in here. Oh, and then over here, we're gonna have a desk movement with a computer.
And that computer is just for the workers, okay?
No old people in this room. No. And then, of course, they need a telephone on the wall in case one of the old people has a problem. You know? And then we're just gonna have like a lot of storage in this nook over here. Oh, yes. A messy storage corner. Beautiful. What a sad old bedroom for the the staff, but it is true and it is needed. So there you go, there you go. A good old bedroom. And what rooms do we have left? Oh, we have the hallway and that room. And that is a big old hallway, isn't it?
What are we gonna place in there?
Okay, so I think since we have so much space, we could have a little couch moment up here. Have it on the diagonal because Randolph, he thought that was cool. And then we're also going to have another sitting place over here. So I feel like that is very realistic because if you're meeting your grandmother who's in her room over here and she can't walk that far and she can't be bothered with walking downstairs, you know? So that's why you would have a sitting place right here.
It's only logical.
And then in this nook, we are going to have another kitchen moment. Because again, in case they just can't be bothered with walking downstairs and they want a good old cup of tea or cocoa, they can get it from here. And yet again, I think that is a smart move by me. Very logical. Okay, we can have that. And then for this room, the last and final room, which I don't know what to do with that. Maybe we can make it into a sunroom, put up some windows like so, and a big old door in the middle, but not on this side right here because that's gonna ruin the aesthetic. So it's gonna be a semi-sunroom. TM. And what are they gonna do now? I mean, we can maybe put up some tables.
And this can be the crafting corner, the crafting sunroom.
Yes. And you know, the crafts that they make in here, Randolph is gonna sell.
Sweet old money.
And he's gonna invest it into this retirement home because Randolph is not a mean person. No. But alright, that was the whole entire inside of this build. We got the second floor and the first floor.
And I really do hope that the old people like this retirement home.
Oh, and now we gotta do the outside. Holy moly me. What are we gonna do for the outside? I mean, apparently I've already put up some tables right here with that toasty tower lamp.
When did I do that?
I don't know. But alright, for this outside moment, we need a pathway. Alright, every good retirement home has a pathway. And what else could we have? Ooh, what if around here we have a pond? Oh, you know what? That would be so cute. A pond with a little swan in it, maybe.
For the old people to look at. I think that'd be cute.
All right, so we got a start of a pond over here. And now I am going to put in the rocks and the plants around this. And you know what? I finally got my tool mod. This is going to be a breeze. It's going to be fun, actually. After all of these weeks, I finally got my tool mod. Ooh, I'm so happy.
Ba-dum, my pond is here.
And for the piece of resistance, Mr. Ducksworth. And there you go. Beautiful. They're gonna love that. All right. What else can we have? You know what? I think we're gonna make like a pathing moment around here. And then we have some pathways up to the sides. But before I do that, I need to put down the stuff so we know where everything's gonna be. And I think right here we can have 3 chess tables. They can compete with each other. Oh, and then we can have a swing set. And yes, I know that the main demographic is children. But who says that the old people can't swing around? And we also can have a bonfire for the more chillaxing evenings. And then on the sides, we can have a picnic table. Oh, and with also a bench so they can sit and look at the duck. That one singular duck. And now I am gonna pat this all in. I think for the main one, we can have the pebbles, sort of like so. I'm gonna do it neat, I just need to figure it out. And then we can have the couple together. It goes from here, and then just make a little wiggly waggly moment. And where did my picnic table go? My gosh! But alright, there we go. My picnic table is here, my patterning is up. I almost fell down the chair. Gee! And I know what it's time for right now. Oh, it's time to put them plants up. Okay? It is time for the planting of this retirement home. The Randolph's retirement home. Oh, you know Randolph likes them flowers.
He loves some plants.
And we are gonna put that in right now. What a wonderful day. And boom, shamalam. Our beautiful retirement home with all the planting. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful. I'm gonna live here when I'm old. Cute. And now both the outside and the inside is done. You know what that means? It means that it's time to do some gameplay. Oh, I'm kind of excited. How is this gonna be?
The drama. Let's go. It's no time to waste. Let's go.
And here I am in one of the houses that I made. And I have made myself old. Look at me. I'm really old. And we have decided that our next path in life is to go live at a retirement home. And we're gonna cause some drama. We're gonna go to Randolph's retirement home in Crystal Valley. And let's see the seniors. That is of course gonna be me. And who else do we want? We're gonna have Jeffrey Landgrab because I made them all old. Bob Pancakes, Mortimer, Bella. Alright, that's our good old peeps. The visitors. Who's gonna visit? Oh my gosh, Nadia. Nadia's gonna visit. Easy Fabulous. And me from the past? Yes. And then we have the housekeeper. And it's a ghost that's gonna be the housekeeper. Oh yikes. Well, we could have the ghost. That's good because it means that they can't die, you know? And then the man of them all, Randolph. Randolph Rons. You're also gonna be a housekeeper. And also perhaps Jocelyn, entertainer. Who would be a good entertainer? Lou Hubble. You would be a wonderful entertainer. And the chef. That's gonna be Karen. You know what? You do you. You can be a beautiful chef. And then for this one, it's not gonna be a competition. Maybe we're just gonna, love is in the air between the chef and the entertainer. That would be a good storyline. Getaway starting now? Yes. Start my retirement now, please. And look at how beautiful we are. we have the entertainer. We have the housekeeper. Randolph, you are looking beautiful. There you go. compost and the plants in. All right, what is on the schedule? We're gonna play some table games. All right, let's play cards with everybody. Come on, play away. I'm not allowed to play. Right. Well, then you know what? I'm just gonna read a book instead. I'm gonna read in peace. Oh, and look at that. The ducks are ahead. It's a very small pond. I mean, those pond ducks. And Lou Howell is a horrible entertainer. You're doing great. Oh, and now comes the big question. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's right. Oh, no. We need a vendor for that. Okay, that's fine. I am instead just gonna plop in the kitchen. A very basic kitchen for now. But right, how about now? Is it gonna work now? Are you gonna make some food for the peeps? We may never know. Bob is on the mission though. He is on the mission. He's making the food. Oh, now the chef is here. Okay, good. And Bob just left his freaking plate on there. But don't you worry, the housekeeper is getting it. Gee. And look at them, talking away, playing the chess. Lou Howell, you are doing horribly, by the way. But okay, they made some food. Let's grab a serving. And let's just eat some food away from them all. Look how happy I am. Hey. Oh, and they're watching TV in here. Lou Howell is still going on. People are giving him money though, even though he's horrible. But you know. Oh, Mortimer and Bella has already taken this room. And they took the dark room. Well, we're gonna take this one. It's time to sleep, everybody. Izzy, you better not sleep in the same bed as me. You're the visitor. Go home. Naja.
You were not supposed to sleep in the workers area.
I gotta fix this. Oh, gee. I did not think about this.
Lou, you better get on that entertainment. Do not be on your phone.
And I'm embarrassed. From Milestone Reflection.
Izzy, what are you doing in my room? Gee.
Oh, look at that. Howell's playing the piano. Oh, wonderful. And look at that. They're all dancing. By the way, why are you all dancing? Okay, maybe I'm just gonna do this. Assign bed to Lou and assign bed to Care. That is your beds. And we need some more bedrooms. I did not think about that the visitors needs bedrooms as well. But you know, we can easily fix that problem because the visitors, they are gonna sleep outside. There I go. I fixed the problem. Oh, can we bathe in the water? By the way, you want to bathe in the pond? I do not know how that's gonna go. We shall try. Oh, there I am. I am bathing away in the pond. Isn't that magical? And I'm still embarrassed, by the way. Still embarrassed. But all right. That was a wonderful gameplay. I had a wonderful time. Nora from the past is here. Nora from the future is here.
Jai, let's move on to the next build.
And for that, we of course have to spin the age again. So, let it spin. Ooh, a toddler. You have to make something for a toddler. Well, great. Let's also figure out if it's going to be a competition or a getaway. And I'm hoping it's not going to be a competition. Because what would that even be, you know? All right, it's gonna be a getaway. Yes, a getaway. Beautiful. And the Retierment, I am yet again in Gibbi Point. And you can see my previous two builds over there. Whoa. We're all on the same street. All right, let's make this custom venue and configure our schedule. And what is this place gonna be called? It's of course gonna be a daycare, but a person gotta own it. So what about Dottie? Dottie's Daycare. Oh, Dottie's a cute person. I have decided she is. Now for the roles, we of course need a caretaker. And maybe we can have 3 of them because they're gonna be pretty chaotic, you know? And the activities they are gonna do is to, of course, care for infants and toddlers. Alright, that is important here. And then we do also need the toddlers. We can't have a daycare without the toddlers, you know? Age criteria. And that is right, we don't have toddlers in here. But I think there is a workaround for that, actually. I'm gonna fix that afterwards. I know there is a workaround for this. But the toddlers, they're just gonna do what toddlers do. They're gonna play with infant and toddler toys. And also, all things grilled cheese. We could have 6 toddlers, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be chaos, but alright. And then maybe we can have the parents. They're gonna stay there, but they're not gonna take care of the toddlers. They're just gonna chillax around, right? And then, ooh, maybe we can also have an entertainer. And they're just gonna be here, entertaining the children, you know? The toddlers, I mean, they're gonna be funny, and they're gonna dance, and they're gonna sing and everything. And also, if it's needed, they're also gonna care for the infants, you know? Oh, and then outfits. I mean, come on, they gotta have some cool outfits for the toddlers, you know? So that's gonna be the gnome. Might be a little bit scary, but they'll manage. And then we're also gonna have another costume. That one. The flower bunny from the season's pack. Oh, yes. And then for our schedule over here, at 6 a.m., we are gonna have breakfast. And 9 a.m., it's gonna be some free time. They're all gonna do their thing. 12 p.m., it is lunchtime. 3 p.m., yet again, free time. 6 p.m., dinner. Boom. And 9 p.m., we're all gonna go to sleep. Okay, there's no more activities than that because they're toddlers. You can't expect anything from toddlers. All right, that is a good old time slot. Good, let's start with this daycare. Right here, for Dottie's Daycare. We gotta make the shell of it. And I think I'm just gonna go for the simple shape, sort of like this. That's a nice old shape to it, isn't it? And then what do we want for the wallpaper? Maybe something blue. Oh, that could be kind of cute. Then we can also mix it up with this one, just for a little vibe. Oh, Right, we're gonna do that. And then for the roofing, I'm just gonna do the same shebang as I did for the kid camp. You know, with the wraparound roof and everything. Just sort of like so. With a good old porch. We only have one step for the toddlers because if it's a whole full old staircase, it's gonna take all day for those toddlers to get up there, you know. So I was just thinking ahead. And then for the windows right here, what can we do there? I want to do something funky. What about these ones? Is that a mood or not? Maybe it is. I'm gonna have that. Then I'm also gonna put some dormers up there because it was kind of empty. Oh, and a chimney actually. Right there. No, right there maybe. Or right there. Okay, you know what? We are gonna have it right there. The good old chimney. I think this is gonna be a very cute old place. Oh, and then for the inside of this build. Alright, so what do we need and where are we gonna have stuff? I mean, a daycare. We need a place for the children to sleep, the toddlers to sleep. So maybe we can squeeze that in there. Maybe I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger actually. There you go. And then we need some sort of kitchen moment. And then we also do need some bathrooms. And for the bathrooms, we need a party situation and a tub. And also a normal bathroom for the adults. For the adults, for the adults. So what if we just squeeze some right in here? Like so. That is the bathrooms. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we have the entryway. And then this is the big old playing area. And we're of course gonna have some playing areas outside too. That would only make sense. And you know what? Let's start with the sleeping room first of all. And I think I want to go for a good old bed. That's kind of a cute old bed. And that is from the Eco Lifestyle Pack. So we're gonna plop 4 of them in there. Because not all the toddlers are gonna sleep at the same time. Let's be realistic here, they're not. So we can have 4. And then we can have a dresser. If for some reason they would need that, you know. And then of course a chair over there. So somebody can watch over the children while they're sleeping. The toddlers. Okay, just beware. I'm gonna say children instead of the toddlers. All the time. But anyways, I think it's time to move on to the kitchen now. And for the kitchen, that was gonna be over here. And also, by the way, should I call this a kindergarten instead of a daycare? Or is that the same thing? I'm not so sure. I remember my kindergarten days though. They were wonderful. I went to a private kindergarten, believe it or not. And that is because in my area, there were 3 kindergartens. 1 public one, 1 private one, and 1 outside kindergarten. Which is, yes, it was outside. We just let toddlers run around the woods. And that was it. That was the kindergarten. And I promise you, that is a real kindergarten concept. I promise you. But yeah, the public one was full. They did not want Nora. And my mom realized pretty early on that I was not an outside child. So I had to go to the private one. And I had some lovely days. That was the highlight of my life, really. And it all went downhill from there. We had hot meals every day. And on Fridays, we went on a little walk. It was beautiful. I miss those times. I do. But anyways, now onto the bathrooms over here. And I do want each of these bathrooms to have their own color. I think that would be kind of funky. So what if this one is pink? You can be yellow. That can be green. Oh, what a lovely time. And then for these bathrooms, we need a bathtub. And you know what? I am gonna go for the shower tub combo in case somebody needs to take a shower, you know? That can be a pink one. Oh, and a yellow one. Oh, that was perfect. I'm never this lucky. I'm so happy today. And my neighbor is hammering away. By the way, they are hammering away. I can't just live like this anymore. But right, now we also need some parties. And we're gonna have one there and one there. Maybe also a mirror. Oh, and then we need some rugs in case of the splish splash zone. What about these ones? I don't often use these ones, but today I felt like it. You can have the yellow one and you can have the pink one. Just so it's not all one color, you know? The bathrooms are done. They're kind of cute. I'm kind of liking them. They even got some motivation on the wall. You need that, the kids. Toddlers. Okay, and now for the main room, the play area and the entryway. We need some flooring for that. And I was kind of thinking to have a carpet situation. And now, that might be hard to clean, but it is good when the toddlers fall over. That's what I'm thinking about, because they are going to fall over a lot. And I feel like a carpet flooring would soften the fall. Right, what are we going to have for the hallway? You know what I want? I want a cubby situation. The cute old cubbies. So for that, we're going to go into Dream Home Decorator. Ooh, okay. Now, the cubbies in real life are pretty small because they are for the toddlers to reach. This is going to be pretty big, isn't it? What have I done wrong here? What is going on? All right, I think state is going to be like so. And then in the cubbies, we of course need some shoes. And also all of the naked knicks that you would have in those cubbies, if I can find them. And there I go. Put up some stuff here and there. We got some garden gear. I mean, I was lacking for options here. Because I want to keep this build as much as I can to adventure weights and base game. But sometimes other pack slips in and that happens. But in here for the main area, we need some toddler toys. So what if we go with this dollhouse and just lop it in the middle maybe, because we have a big old space and we gotta fill that in. And then what are we gonna do? We can have some couches over there for both the caretakers and the toddlers to sit in. Make it all cozy with some pillows. Oh, and of course we can have Uni over there.
And the ban.
Oh, and the speaker. So you can listen to the music and the entertainers can dance around. And that's gonna be a good old time. Oh. What if on this wall we put up some shelves, and then on those shelves we will display
The Imagine Me dolls.
some adventure weights. We're gonna plop all of them on there. Very neat and nicely. And that is a good old time. Kinda scary, but kinda cool. I don't know how that's gonna be when we play test this, but hopefully that will not cause any issues. But okay. That was the main room. The main playing area. Got Blarfy over there. Some bookshelves. Some sitting areas. The doll houses. We got everything.
And the cute old cubby area.
Cute. Or maybe we should have some pictures of the children, but we don't. But we don't have that. Am I going to film that sentence over again? I don't think so. Because now we are going to begin with the outside. Ooh. Okay, so for the outside, for this patio area, I want a little bit of a sitting place. So actually, we can go for these ones. Those are cute. And then over here, we're going to have another little seating movement. And the speaker. Oh, and then what about this one? The kiddie pool from Seasons. Right there. Or should that be outside? I mean, maybe it should be under the roof for the sun protection. But if this was Norway, it would not be under the roof because that would be so cold. But you know what? We're going to have it there. We're in New Zealand in this world. And I just realized I was zoomed in the entire time. I'm so sorry. But we are going to have that. And then also a party. Because, you know, you never know when those toddlers needs the party. And we have one for the emergencies right there. And then for the rest of the area, what do we want? I mean, again, Adventure Waits has a lot of cool things for the outside. I am not sure if that is for toddlers as well. I mean, I don't think so. I can't imagine toddlers being on that. You know, I have a hard time believing that they can get up there. So just to be on the safe side, we're going to go into the infants and toddlers and see if there's something cool. What about this monstrosity? Oh, that is an eyesore and a half. But you know, this is a daycare. And when else would I be able to use this item? All right, and this item is from the toddler stuff pack, if you're wondering. Maybe we can also have this tiny tot tree house somewhere. Also from the toddler stuff pack. That is kind of cute. You know what? I want that. Oh, and also the tent from Dream Home Decorator. Sure. And we're also going to have Dino. And then also just spread around some blocks. Just in case they would want that, I also put up a sign right there. That is just for the kids, the toddlers. Gosh darn it. Because I remember in my kindergarten, we had something like that. But all right, I'm going to put up my pathways. We can go for this one. Just path it some places, so like maybe up to there. I'm not quite sure, but something like so. And then I'm also going to put a lot of plants around here. Non-toxic plants, safe for the toddlers to eat. Or not, we shall see. Survival of the fittest and all. Welcome to Dotties Daycare. That is our tagline. Survival of the fittest. Sometimes I do wonder about myself. And by sometimes, I mean all the times. But any hoozles.
It is Dotties Daycare. Dun, 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 dun.
We got lots of plants over here. Then we got some plants over here with some butterflies. We got this big old tree for the sun protection. Got some toys over here. Toys everywhere. A Dino. Got a trash bin. Life is good. And my dormers, they needs to go down. And now they're disappearing. I gotta figure that out. But all right, you know what it's time for right now? It's time to do some gameplay. And I'm so excited. I'm also kind of nervous. But let's go, shall we? We freaking shall. And all right. For this getaway gameplay, I have made a family of Omari Trout and his many children, all right? The Trouts are here and they're ready to take over the world. And especially this guy, Tree Trout. We are ready. And we cannot afford this lot. Okay, I need to bulldoze it. I'm so sorry. We are now officially homeless, people. Life is not easy as a single father.
And they think it happened at any moment.
Don't you worry. We're gonna fix this problem with a getaway. All right, me children. You know what's gonna hip hop happen now? I'm gonna take you all to the daycare. Boom, bam, bam. Dotties Daycare. We're gonna be there for 2 nights. And let's see. Here we can assign the toddlers. And we are not gonna have any adults. No. But we are indeed gonna place our entire family in here. All the Trouts. Bam. And then let's see the parents. That's gonna be Omari, of course. And then for the caretakers, that's gonna be one of the toddlers. No. Where are you, Dottie? I know you're in here somewhere. There is Dottie. Dottie Dots. She's gonna be the caretaker. With also Caleb Vitor. I feel like he would be a good caretaker. Oh, and what about Esther Gomez? Because why not? And who's gonna be the entertainer? Lou Howell again? Yes. He's found his dream job as an entertainer. And Tina Tinker, sure. Yeah, those two. And the schedule was not gonna be a competition. We are gonna have some House of Grudges between the entertainers. They do not like each other. All right? They do not. Let's start our getaway. This gonna be absolute chaos. I can already feel it. Oh, and there we all are. Beautiful entertainers and the caretakers. All right, well, all of my children, you go on in there. Every single one of you get in there. Oh, they're waddling. They're waddling to the door. Get in there. And now, Omari, the father, he is just gonna lounge around in the pool while the caretakers take care of the children. Oh, look at that. She's already playing with the children. Good. That is beautiful. And he's just lounging out here. And let's see. They're all playing around. Good. They're also playing around. Nice. The flower bunny is coming. And the gnome is coming. And look at that. I've already prepared for the night. The adults got fight about these two. Okay, so Dottie and Lou has already taken them. Well, all right. Oh, and somebody has made food. Oh, hey. That's very good. And they are playing around here. Caleb is doing a wonderful job. And I don't have to do a single thing. Life is easy peasy when you have a daycare center. Oh, and by the way, with these getaways, you do not have to be the visitor every single time. You can be the caretaker. You can be the housekeeper. You can be the owner. And if you have it on your home lot, the getaway, you will also earn money from running it. All right. Oh, and look at this. They're feeding the children. Yay! You guys are doing a wonderful job. And it's soon bedtime, people. And that is a scary, merry moment. I only have 4 beds and I have 7 kids. Did not plan for that. But you know, you can just expand this place. You can build a second floor in the basement. You can expand away. And now the big moment of truth. Are they gonna go to bed? It is sleepy time. Come on. Oh, Caleb is on a mission. They're all on the mission. Oh, see, it's a good thing to have vampires because they're so fast. Yeah, one of the tallest is asleep. That's good. No, I think they all want to eat, actually. They're hungry. Well, all right then. Is that the fire alarm? Is that the fire alarm? Maybe it is. I should probably go check that. I mean, the fire alarm's in the hallway, so it's gonna take some time before the fire comes in here, you know. But alright, I think that went so well. I'm gonna check the fire and I'm gonna come back to you guys. Alright, this is the outro. I have checked the fire. It was just a fire drill. There was no fire. It was just a test, so that was good. But this is the outro. Hey. We had a lot of fun today. We did. And if you for some reason want to download these builds, you can. They're up in my gallery. And my gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. Hey. And don't forget to like, subscribe because it really does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.